guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a great video for you. Again, focused on clients a little bit, right?
Yep.
We're going to tell you, based on all the feedback we've had this year, the top 5 soft skills that clients are looking for in the Japan market.
So number 1 is enthusiasm. So people, guess what?
An old favorite, an old passion.
An old favorite. Guess what? Clients want people that are excited about their job and working for their company.
It is actually, you know, we did look at a lot of the interview feedback, why people got rejected. And it may seem obvious, but it's still really common that the client will give us the feedback that, hey, this person was a little dry, they were lacking enthusiasm.
So we're gonna go for another candidate, which sometimes can be actually less qualified than the boring candidate, if we wanna call it that way, right? So again, if you go for an interview, be prepared, you know, bring your, top game, and be happy.
Loyalty. Now, this is a tricky one actually, because it works 2 ways. So firstly, they want someone who's demonstrated some loyalty in their career so far, and also someone who they think may stay with them for a decent period of time. So I think as a candidate, you really have to think about how you get that across during an interview. Specifically, I think looking forward to the future, right? I think a lot of clients will ask you about your future plans and where you see yourself and all that kind of thing.
Yep.
And I don't know, I've seen a lot of feedback from candidates recently where they're almost a little bit too honest, like, I'm gonna do this for 2 years, or I want to open my own business in 3 years' time. And people are hiring you to stay there really for 5 years.
Yes, I think things have changed and things are changing, especially with the younger generation. We see candidates, moving every 3 to 5 years a little bit more often. So of course, always look for, I think, career advancement, but be sensible and reasonable with it. Flexibility. So, Matt, our clients are looking for gymnastic talent, or like what does it mean?
No, I think it's more the mindset.
They're talking about the mindset. Okay, I got it. Well, apparently, again, a lot of our clients are looking for is the ability to maybe do things that they are not in your job description initially, especially if you're joining company that they are kind of in the startup phases.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe sometimes staying a little bit late, and finishing a piece of work that needs to be done on that particular deadline.
I mean, it's not traditionally a skill which you find as commonplace in the Japan market, flexibility. I think a lot of candidates, really traditionally see their job role as quite rigid.
Yep.
And they want to know exactly what's involved, and that's it, right? But yeah, international companies, especially startups, they're looking for people that can think outside the box a little bit, are prepared to take on projects and tasks which fall outside their remit. And I think if you can demonstrate that in the interview, then you have a higher chance of getting an offer. So point number 4, and this is really specific for management level positions, is conflict resolution. Have you got any examples? Have you displayed some kind of ability to sort out conflicts?
Yeah, within your team or within the organization, across departments, across stakeholders,
Could be across, between different countries, right? I think that's really applicable to the Japan market in particular, where, it is quite a unique market and you have to explain the differences and
the nuances.
Yeah, the nuances to head office. I think they're really, a lot of clients are really looking for people with that ability to resolve conflicts on a big scale or sometimes on a small scale, like you mentioned.
Yeah. Easy to manage. So a lot of our clients, especially with all these kind of changing dynamics, around working from home and flexibility and a lot of demands, clients are looking for somebody that can be easily managed.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you're a complete pushover and you can't have your own opinion and that kind of thing. That's not what we're talking about. But we do get that specific feedback a lot, where the client says, I think they'll be difficult to manage.
Yep.
So we're going to pass. And I think that's something you should really be aware of. So it's okay to tell a story about having your own ideas, but if you're constantly giving examples of when you've disagreed with your boss and you didn't follow instructions, even if you were right, it creates the image that this
Some
person,
red flags,
this is a red flag.
And I think it is important to understand which kind of clients you're applying to. For instance, if you're working for a global multinational company with 1,000 employees in Japan, there's not much flexibility and freedom in the way of work. You know, the things will be set by HQ. The company is an established company that do things their way, rightly so. So
yeah, I think if you're a junior candidate as well, just be humble. You know, we interview a lot of junior candidates who come to us with a plan about how they're going to run Cornerstone, and you know, it's not attractive. You know, I think you've got to, as a junior candidate, my advice would be, you've got to kind of earn the right to have your ideas listened to and heard. So you don't want to be going in there in the interview telling them that you're going to come up with all these ways to improve a business before you even work there, right? But I think that it may sound obvious, but it's a pretty common feedback, and we experience it ourselves when we interview people. So be careful of that one. Okay, so my favourite bit, which is the outro to the videos.
It's our weak point.
It's a weak spot.
It's a weak spot for us, you know. But one day we get there.
We've got more outtakes in this small part of the video because for some reason I simply can't say. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe for more great content.
Come on, mate. Come on.